Hey, what's up, guys? Today, I'm just tired. I'm tired, just like yesterday. I'm just not able to focus very well, and so I will just do the best that I can to get stuff done. So I have a couple things on my list, and they're pretty random. The first thing on my list right now is what do you call it? Is like audio troubleshooting. Let me ask you, troubleshooting weird loop back to Discord audio. Where Discord now suddenly is destroying my audio, which, like, I don't know why, but it's just Discord's not playing nice with my audio. So I wanna see if I can like fix that. So maybe start by doing reset voice settings. Okay, actually I need to show you guys my screen because it's gonna be really boring. How do I show screen? I see. It's kind of, whoops. Give me a second, let me deal with this. Oh my God. Okay. I'm just thinking, how do I make this not as silly looking? Okay, so that should work. Uh, so that's my screen. And so you should be able to see anything that I work on now. So let me just make sure that the audio is normal. I'm gonna do a little bit of monitoring real quick. Let's turn the monitor on. Monitor and output, you should be able to hear me again. Okay, not so bad. Then I want to come to Discord settings. First thing I want to do is I want to reset voice settings. So let's do that. Now that I reset my voice settings, what happens? Okay, no. So this green dot, it's continuous. Oh, interesting. It's continuous. So it's not. No, it's not super continuous. It's actually a little choppy. What's with the? Oh, it's using my AirPods for some reason. Okay, well that's janky. Now let's switch to loopback like I was trying to use. I was trying to use loopback earlier. It looks like it's very choppy. So it looks like it didn't fix my problem. I'm gonna actually check. Here we go. So I actually think you can hear, you guys should be able to hear my, no, you can't hear it. This is what it sounds like. You should now be able to hear my audio problem, I think. Very annoying. So I'm gonna turn off Discord and restart that. Okay, so let's try this again. I wonder why I get muted like that, but anyway. Try loopback audio, feeding into my AirPods. Okay, and unmute, and let's see what happens here. It's still choppy, it looks like. It doesn't look like anything got solved. Looks like there are problems here. Yeah, and we have this weird input sensitivity problem that wasn't existing before. Like now I guess I can fix it by doing this, but this doesn't seem to fix it really either. And maybe that's because Discord is feeding back into itself. So if I don't have Discord feeding back into itself, no, that still doesn't fix my problem. Weird. Very, very, very strange. What's this beta devices thing? I assume that's a separate issue. Very annoying. Very annoying. What happens if I do this, right? What happens if I don't turn this on? No, I do turn this on, but I join on here? And I'm speaking into this, and this seems to be a lot better. Like, this seems to be working, actually. Oops, that's not cool, I guess. All right, so here, it actually sounds like it's working. It sounds like it's working. So, yeah, it works. It's a little awkward, but it works. No, it doesn't really work. It's kind of awkward. Uh-huh. But then if I switch to my deity, does that make it any better? I mean, it makes it kind of better. Weird. Okay, I don't know how to fix this. So it seems like if it's a client, it's a problem here and there. Testing. Testing, testing. And then over here, testing, 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 testing. Wow, it's all messed up. But I think it's better on the Chrome app. Bad night. I wonder why that's. I wonder what that means. Are you doing okay? Now I'm coming back to my Discord over here. Switching over here. You should be able to hear Discord's audio right now. Yeah, so the voice should sound fine to you guys. But you might notice something weird. Like if I turn this off, because it's like a weird loop, okay? My mic is, I'm speaking into my mic. My mic is going into loopback. Loopback is outputting over here. If I change this, does that do anything differently? Does that change anything? Let me try that. Loop back, loop back, loop back. It does seem like it's a loopback problem. Let's try this right now. No, no, you still have problems here. It's you can definitely be. I'm pretty sure you guys can hear the crazy like. You probably hear my voice twice, and you can probably hear my voice speaking normally on this channel, the deity channel. But then probably you're gonna hear this very, very stuttery Discord thing, Discord audio, like with probably like 1 second lag. Let me know if that's true. Now, if I just switch this back to deity, it should be fine. This is more or less fine. It's just a little warbled and whatever because of the stupid like voice activity thing. If I just bring this all the way down, now you should just hear two voices back one after the other. Maybe like 0.5 seconds separated, something like that. Very annoying. I didn't have this problem like, literally yesterday. Literally yesterday, did not have this problem. I'm just confused. Okay. You know, what happens if I delete this? Maybe I'll just start it all over. Okay, you should be able to hear me now. You should be able to hear me now. You almost certainly will hear me now. Now, Discord should also be able to hear me now. But Discord is not acting like it can hear me right now. It's acting very, very weird. Testing, testing, testing. Okay. Restart Discord. I might have to just reinstall Discord. I might have to reinstall Discord. This is very annoying. Okay, let's try this. Testing, testing, testing. Testing. Testing, testing, testing. Wow, so broken. Holy crap. Why is it so broken? Wait, what's the thing for Mac OS, Discord, what do you call this? Preference? This reset? Can I, what's up, Sanyang? Welcome to the stream. It seems like, pretty sure it's my first time seeing you on stream, so welcome. No, that's not the only way. Okay, there we go. Oh my God, this is so, oh, hang on. There we go. I guess I could go and do that and delete everything in Discord, right? If I delete everything here, is that okay? It's fine. Okay, I'm gonna try deleting everything in Discord. All right. Let's see if I can fix this issue. Can I help you stop procrastinating? Jermaine, you could join the stream and share your screen, just like the way I'm forcing myself to not procrastinate is by sharing my screen to the world and being like, I'm gonna work, and I'm talking to myself and talking to the world, explaining the work that I'm doing. Because if I don't do this, I'm just gonna like be on my fucking phone. It's like the worst. I just got a text that I have to deal with. Give me a sec. Okay, yeah, just have to deal with a minor detail. So if I just delete all of this, I mean, isn't this a little excessive? I don't need to delete all of this. I just want to know where the freaking you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna try something else. I'm gonna try. I feel like for some reason I don't want to delete all of that. So what's that thing? Mac OS, Discord, OBS guide, virtual camera. Here we go. Go to terminal. And anyway, going back to Jermaine, if you want me to, if you want to do the same thing I'm doing, you can join our Discord server and you can share your screen into the streaming channel. In fact, I'll join right now. So you could do that right now. Okay, you could join here. Now let me remove this signature. Okay, and then reinstall this signature. Okay, now let's see what happens with Discord. Oops, that is not what I was trying to type. Discord. All right, Discord, please work. Please don't be annoying. Okay, it seems like my audio is still not working on Discord. Huh. You guys can hear me. I know you guys can hear me, right? You guys are perfectly fine. All of you can hear me. So I assume you guys can hear me over there, but oh, dude, I didn't set this stream to ultra low latency. Whatever, but something. What the hell's going on here? How come it's not working? So annoying. Testing. Oh, it's push to talk. That's why. That was dumb. Okay, automatically determine input sensitivity, and this is apparently not working. No, this is working. Hey, it works. Hey, this is normal. This sounds normal. This looks normal. The green bubble, it works. Now what happens if I fuck with it and add Discord? It still works. It doesn't break. Oh, that's all I needed to do. I fixed my problem. I just need to get rid of that preferences signature or whatever you call that thing. So streamer mode, I'm like confused right now. Oh, that's the wrong settings button over here. Okay, so I'm just gonna do a quick mic check. Mic check. Do I sound normal? Okay, I can't hear my own voice though. Why can't I hear myself right now? Why can't I hear myself? Huh. Well, at least the signals are all correct. Huh. But I can't hear myself on the voice check. Confusing. Hey, is anyone out there? Anybody here have? Anybody here have like 2 minutes? Have 30 seconds to do a technical troubleshooting with me? Basically, 44 people are here. Am I abusing my power when I do this? I feel abusive. I'll keep it here. I'll keep it quiet. Just join the stream. I wish I could like link the streaming audio chat, and let me know if my voice rings loud and clear without stuttering. Okay, so yeah, it sounds like my audio should be pretty solid here. So gonna work with that. Okay, and I assume when somebody starts speaking here, it'll be it's because I was muting. Duh. Let me drop that down to 60%, and let's go to voice and video, and let's do let's. Okay, now you should be able to hear my voice twice, and that's gonna F things up a little bit, but not really. I can properly hear my voice though. Okay, this definitely fixed the problem earlier. Okay, I was having a huge problem, but now it seems like everything's working. Cool, no more problems. Then if I want to share more audio with you guys on the YouTubes. That's my face. Hey, my shortcuts are also not working. It's crazy, but like if I disconnect my iPad, suddenly my shortcuts work again. Oh wait, no, is that not true? Yes, suddenly my shortcuts work again if I disconnect my iPad from Sidecar. It's like the most insane thing. Like I don't understand. How does that make any sense? Like that makes no sense. Like why would my function key shortcuts, like I use the F13, like I use this kind of keyboard, you know, it has the F13 buttons, 13 through 19 buttons, and they are disabled when I use a lightning connection to my iPad. Those keyboards shortcuts get disabled for some. They get disabled for some reason. It's like the craziest thing. It makes no sense to me. So anyway, that's just like the weirdest bug. Okay, so Discord. Let me stream to Discord, and let me turn my thing back on. Okay, so audio and video to YouTube, check. Audio and video to Discord, check. And there doesn't seem to be any major problems as far as I can tell. And I can keep my setting the way I used to, loop back to okay. Now I need to be able to set it up so that I can at least share my see, I don't really use Spotify these days anymore because on YouTube I'm not allowed to share any music. So I guess the only thing left is hang on, what do I normally Chrome, duh. Chrome sometimes makes noises that I need to share, especially when I'm doing like YouTube reaction videos. And I think I set it to 25% last time. In fact, I'm gonna test again to make sure this is good. So I'm gonna quickly look at a YouTube video to make sure that the audio mixing is all right. Literally watch myself from like 30 seconds ago. I guess. So this is what my YouTube feed looks like, guys. Just, you know, random gaming and YouTubing. And why do I have fashion? It's kind of random. I don't know why I have fashion. Random tech, cars. Maybe I should watch something thematically relevant. Oh, you know what? There's one. Actually, I kind of want to watch this because I'm just tripping out because the name here is Dale, but maybe it's Dale. Like I was just tripping out on my preconception of the name Dale. Okay, so might as well.
How I studied, how I stay motivated, the books and materials that I use, some tips and
Okay, so her volume comes up like pretty high, but like this is my volume.
tricks, and some test day tips. Also, at the end
This
of
is
this
her
video, there's
volume.
going to be a score reaction.
So if I
thank you.
decide to like yell over her, hang on, let me try recording this so I can actually play it back to myself. But here we go. This is me
First
talking
of all,
right
English
now.
is my second language, and
I'm
I
like
always spoke in
yelling
Thai my whole
over
life.
her at this
But
moment.
last year, I went on an
Lots of
exchange
noise.
year to
We're peaking
Minnesota,
even.
United States.
Now I'm going to stop that recording and double check that video. Where's my video? No, that's fine. That's fine. But you couldn't hear that because I don't have VLC set up. So I'm going to set up VLC. And VLC should probably also be at 25%, I assume. So I'm a perfectionist. I don't let it at 24. There we go. But here we go. This is me
First
talking
of all,
right
English
now.
is my second language, and
I'm
I
like
always spoke in Thai
yelling
my whole
over
life.
her at this
But
moment.
last year, I went on an
Lots of
exchange year
noise.
to
We're
Minnesota,
peaking
United
even. Okay, yeah, that seems like a reasonable volume level. So I'm going to turn that off. So Google Chrome and VLC are represented in my audio. Okay, and now I'm more or less done with my first task. I think I'm done with my first task. Should I move on to my next task? No one's asked me any questions, so you guys can chat with me, guys. Just saying. Actually, there's one thing I'm randomly wondering about. Can I change the latency of a stream like midstream? No, I can't. So annoying. Wait, what happens if I just like turn off OBS? Then can I maybe like jump in and change it? I'm gonna try something, okay? You're not gonna see anything for like the next like 20 seconds. Done with the audio diagnostic, and I'm gonna be going into the I'm gonna go into timestamps and thumbnails for my YouTube video. What else did I used to have here? I don't even remember anymore. Okay, well. Right now it's 10:45 p.m. in the US. Oh, hey, EK joined. Hey, EK, I'm gonna unmute you. Yo, what's up? Oh, you can now yeah, cool. Hey, what's up?
Hi.
Hey, can you just try saying something at like normal volume, like, "What's up? My name is EK, and I'ma kill the SAT" or something,
Okay. What's up? My name is EK. I'm gonna kill the SAT.
or something. Just kidding. Anyway, cool. So you can hear me pretty clearly without like choppiness or stutteriness.
Yeah, it's all good.
Okay, so it's super smooth. You're not like hearing at the very end or the beginning of my sentence like my voice being like cut off.
Nope.
Oh, awesome. Okay, well that's the main thing I was wondering. Thanks for jumping in. What's up with you?
Nothing much. A quick question though.
Yeah.
Do you know the difference between invoke, evoke, and provoke?
I mean, I do, but I think even more valuable for you is to just let's pretend that I don't. Then what's like the best way for me to like look that up on my own, so that you don't have to like wait for some expert to tell you. I'll actually share my screen so you can see it. Give me a sec. This is such a necessary skill, guys. Like not just you, but like everyone needs to develop this skill.
Okay.
So I'm gonna show you what I would do if I were you, and I didn't know that. So the first thing I would do is I would set up my Google, like I already have my Google Omnibox set up. So if I just type MER, right, and it says Merriam-Webster.com, I hit tab and it goes straight to search Merriam-Webster. Then I do invoke. Oops, well, typo. Right, so I click on invoke. And the first thing I'll look, like the thing that I'll really double check is, oh, see, I'll look for this. Because the problem is that most people, what they do is they do invoke define, and they do it in Google, right? And Google's fine, but it just doesn't teach you that much about the word, you know? This is just like information, but like it doesn't feel as useful. So it's really useful to just get this, right? So don't feel bad if you have difficulty remembering the difference between evoke and invoke. They're pretty similar. However, the words do differ, and you do not want to substitute one for the other. Invoke is for things that are putting things into effect or calling upon things, such as laws, authorities, or privilege. You can invoke a rule. Evoke is for calling up or forth, like emotions or memories or sympathy. So that's the end of that one, okay? But then the other thing I would do is then I would look for, like I got this idea here, right? Invoke is for laws, authorities, privilege, right? So I'm looking for, laws, authority, or privilege. So I'm going to look at these examples here to see if that makes sense to me. Nietzsche is so complex that he can be invoked as an authority. We can invoke Nietzsche as an authority in support of many different outlooks. Okay, that makes sense to me. Oh, we're going to invoke the death penalty, which is a type of law. It's a capital punishment law. Okay, and we can invoke the name of somebody. Now, this one I don't fully understand actually, so ignore that. But you can invoke the memory. That sounds actually kind of confusing compared to the previous one. So then you might want to actually ask me, like, because this one's kind of confusing. By itself, it doesn't actually mean much of anything. So you might want to go to an expert, or you might want to go to somebody who knows better and ask, like, how does this make any sense? But these other ones are pretty typical ones. These are all authorities. So those are really good examples. And these are recent examples, right? And then I'll just confirm with evoke. Right, you can evoke spirits, you can evoke memories, right? Which sounds kind of confusing because earlier you could invoke a memory, so that's one that you should definitely ask me about. And then, and over here we get educe, evoke, elicit, extract, extort, and then it says choose the right one. So what's the difference between these? And maybe at first this is overwhelming. Maybe these are too many words, but focus on the ones that you do know, like evoke and elicit maybe, and extract. Those three words you should probably know. So then just look at the differences between these three. Evoke implies a stimulus, like an emotion or an interest or an image or a memory, right? That's what that implies. But elicit usually implies some sort of response, like eliciting the truth. That's different from a memory or warm memory. And extracting is more like force or pressure, which you should probably be able to tell. So those are the differences. Okay, and so this is the way I would go around learning. That's the way I would learn. Like this is the way I would learn. I would just look it up in the dictionary and I would really focus on the examples. Really focus on the examples, and I would see if there's like explanation on how to use. And that's what I would be looking up. That's actually literally what I did when I was in high school. I would use the dictionary. I would look up how to use the words in example sentences. Okay, first, just by looking at these dictionary entries, you might have been able to figure it out, but you tell me, can you kind of tell what the difference is between?
Evoke.
Huh?
So I was mainly, yeah, I was looking for something about an emotion. So I wanted to say madness is the evoker of Hamlet's inaction. So I think that fits in the word evoke.
Madness is the evoker of
Hamlet's inaction.
inaction. Oh, in that case, that's kind of awkward. It's kind of awkward, but again, for this, I actually would now strongly recommend vocabulary.com to see if the word evoker is even used. So evoker is not a very common word. So you can't even find it. Like if you do, hang on, did we get evoker? It actually gets immediately, even though like you can actually change it to, for dictionary.com, you're actually able to use different forms of the word. Like if instead of just saying, like you can actually look up broken specifically instead of break, right? And you can get broken over here, right? But you can also get break. And I think you should also be able to do broke. Let me just double check. Yeah, you can also get broke, right? So you can do that, but you'll notice that evoker doesn't even show up, right? Evoker doesn't even show up. So then this would be my first clue if I was trying to write that sentence, my first clue that that's not a really normal way of writing it. Then I would look up evoker with quotation marks in Google. And I would try to look for like the context in which it does get used, but it's very like RPG-ish and like video games-ish. It doesn't sound very common, right? It doesn't sound like a very normal word. Like if I look at how many results there are, there's like 15 million results, 1.5 million results, but like it doesn't seem very normal. Like if I use evoker New York Times, then do I get it? I do. Evoker of dirty looks. Evoker of dirty looks. Okay, but it's pretty uncommon. I would say an evoker of appetites, an evoker of place and emotion, and then yours was the evoker of, was it madness? The evoker of inaction?
Hamlet's inaction. Yeah.
Evoker of inaction? So when you are evoking inaction, that means you are let's actually go back to this. You are like evoking memories, you are evoking evil spirits, you're evoking inaction. It makes it like usually you're evoking in other things or you're evoking outside of yourself, but madness is evoking inaction. That's a pretty abstract and pretty uncommon way of just speaking. The more straightforward one would be provoke, but that makes it sound like it like prompts him to inaction. But how do you get provoked to do nothing? That's like the opposite. That's like not the opposite. That's like not the way you normally use the word provoke. Provoke is for doing a thing, right? So none of those words I would say is a good word. You know, you would just say causes, and then maybe look for synonym for causes. And then, funnily enough, you have invokes, but I would say invoking in action. Invoking is a pretty like invoking and provoking are like very actiony words, and when the thing that you are producing is literally an inaction, I would not say that either of those words work. Contributes to, causes, results in, those are more like the typical words I would use for inaction. Or like extends or prolongs inaction, you know, stuff like that. I think those are more typical for inaction.
Okay.
Let's actually look for vocabulary.com. Examples of inaction. Paralyzed is very, very common for inaction. paralyzed into an action. Let's look for other examples here. Just, no, we're not getting a verb before. Yeah, we're getting a lot of prepositions, but we're not getting a lot of verbs before inaction. Stunned into inaction, that's similar to paralyzed into inaction. And these are like the more typical ways of using the word inaction. So I think that verb of provoking or invoking or evoking, I would say none of those sound natural. Okay. Anyway, that's a pretty long-winded way of getting back at your original question, but hopefully that shows you some tools of like how you can figure out what's more natural wording on your own. I'm gonna go back to work. I'm gonna go back to work. I need to work. I need to work on my thumbnails.
Okay, good luck.
Thank you.
See ya.
See ya. Okay, I'm just looking over here. Thumbnails. If you guys want more boring content where I'm just working, please hit the subscribe button and the bell for notifications. All right, so that's just me working right now. The one that I wanted to work on was this one, so let's view this on YouTube. All right. And I guess I'll start with timestamps. Oh wait, let me turn off this thing. Let me come back to, all right. Now you can see my screen. So yeah, I'm gonna look at this over here. And let's see, what timestamps can I add? Hey, what's up, guys? Today's stream is another common app essay diagnostic. We have Darsh, who is bravely sharing his presumably very embarrassing writing with the world. And my hope for you guys who are watching, as I'm kind of figuring out how this actually turns into a series of YouTube videos, I hope for you guys who are watching is that you can kind of see how a reader can kind of respond to essays in a emotional way, but also technical way, and give you like guided feedback. If I can be of any help to you guys who are getting feedback from your friends, from your family, from your teachers, from your counselors, from your paid tutors, and if this stream gives you any idea of like what kind of feedback you think you really need, I think I've served my purpose here. So I hope I can be of help in that way. Now, Darsh is on the call here with me. We were speaking for a little bit. We were talking about like how he wants to proceed with the diagnostic. I have not yet read the essay whatsoever. I've also not read his answers to my usual pre-diagnostic reflection questions. So I actually don't know his thoughts on his own essay, and I do not know what the essay is even attempting to do. So the reason for this, which is different from my previous stream, the reason for this is that Darsh really like shared his essay with multiple people, got feedback from multiple people, and some people said they just didn't understand it, but some people said it was really good. So he just wants to see if some other person in the world could read the thing and still understand it. Would I generally I feel embarrassing to stand it. Let me see. Is that a different section?
The reason for this, which is different from my previous stream, the reason for this is that I do not know what the essay thoughts on his own essay, and I do not know questions. So I actually don't know his usual pre-diagnostic. I read a little bit. We were talking about like how he wants to proceed with the diagnostic. We were speaking for a little bit. We were talking about like how he wants to proceed with the diagnostic. I have not yet read the essay whatsoever. I've also not read his answers to my diagnostic. We were speaking for a little bit. We were talking about like how he wants to proceed with Darsh. I really need. I think I've served my purpose here. So I hope I can be of help in that way. Now.
105, I guess, is a moment. 105. Is a Darsh.
Darsh is on the call here with me. We were speaking for a little bit. We were talking about like how he wants to proceed with the diagnostic. I have not yet read the essay whatsoever. I've also not read his answers to my usual pre-diagnostic reflection questions. So I actually don't know his thoughts on his own essay, and I do not know what the essay is even attempting to do. So the reason for this, which is different from my previous stream, the reason for this is that Darsh really like shared his essay with multiple people, got feedback from multiple people, and some people said they just didn't understand it, but some people said it was really good. So he just wants to see if some other person in the world could read the thing and still understand it. Would I generally I feel embarrassed to say this, but would a generally smart person who can read well understand what Darsh, I'm trying to convey. So that's kind of the initial test that we're going to go through, and after we do that, then we'll kind of go back to the general rhythm of the diagnostic, of the common essay. Now, let me just quickly respond to the chats. Actually, I guess we'll start with Darsh. Darsh, you can say hi if you want, if that's helpful with you. Want to say hi?
Hello, everyone.
Okay, there are some viewers. And we have Denurk, who's... so if you are interested in me looking over your essay, please join the Discord server and check what I've already written publicly in my Discord server. I'll check. Denurk, who's... Okay, there are some viewers. And we... Want to say hi?
Hello, everyone.
Okay, there are some viewers. And we have...
2:30 Q&A.
Denurk, who's... so if you are interested in me looking over your essay, please join the Discord server and check what I've already written publicly in my Discord server. Also, Buzzra is asking about the 2022 SAT. I almost certainly will do it sometime in the near future, so I will, just not commit to a particular date just yet. Okay, now, when I start time, I will no longer pay attention whatsoever to the chats. I will be primarily focusing on just Adarsh, whose time this is. So just keep in mind, I will not be focusing on what you guys are chatting until after the 30-minute session is over. All right, here we go. All right, and now I'm about to get started on the first task, which is, do I even understand what the heck is going on? Okay, so let's go.
All right, so this is me and my initial reaction.
Starting time now, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Okay, share on any topic of your choice. It can be one you've already written, one, oof, technicals. That is not gonna cover time. Give me a sec. Why did it crash immediately? Okay, sidecar, please. Sorry about that. Darsh the screen. Okay, and you should be able to see my screen. I think there's no problems with video or audio, just double checking that nothing went wrong in the middle, in the midst of all that. Yeah, you should. And Darsh, can you just confirm you can hear me?
Yeah,
Okay,
let's go.
okay, then we can continue. Restarting time, here we go, 3, 2, 1, let's go.
4:45, that's the actual start. 4:45 is my start, and this is first impressions.
Parallel versus 105. Parallel, I wonder what the, it's a hard metaphor for me personally, like, because this is two different things. You can be parallel, you can also be, you can have a deep connection. There's two metaphors going on simultaneously, so it's already a little overwhelming to me. We'll see what happens though. Two hydrogen, one oxygen. Oh, okay, we're going to extend the metaphor. Here we go. Let me try to drip. My mother and my aunt. Okay, I like the honesty here because we're going straight to drama, and we're being explicit about it. We're actually not being scared about the fact that not everything in life is perfect. Living together with my uncle, quarrels. Okay, I can imagine some of those words are spoken regretted. I love the impersonal nature of this. The depersonalized way of saying this, like actually, it's such an understatement. It's such an understatement. It's actually pretty easy to imagine how it's actually much more heated than that. See, I'm gonna bribe my brother to come stay in my room. I kind of word choice, you know, like how exactly with a horror movie. I think when you use the word with, it's clear that the bribe is the actual horror movie itself. Because if you don't say with, then it's like it's somewhat a little bit vague. Like maybe you actually did bribe him to watch a horror movie, like maybe you paid money. You know, it's like the possibility still remains. At least receptive outside. Now, if I'm assuming Lisa is a character, but the formatting, the italicizing is actually confusing. Yeah, you shouldn't be doing that. And with movies tend to be italicized, but you don't italicize and quotations at the same time. It really depends on. But basically, typically for complete works like movies, you use italics, but not with together with quotations. I usually still reset the conversation after being through. I don't know. After a long night, just right now, I'm just gonna get rid of it. After a long night of disagreement, being the other son, I become the oxygen. Ooh. Although I wonder if I'm not 100% sure, but I'm just thinking about it. Okay, I'm not saying this is bad. I'm not saying this is good. I'm just unsure that this is the best place for the sentence to be. I'm thinking about the sequence of the sentence because I like that the oxygen comes out later, like after the hydrogen, you know, because then that creates a bit of tension, like I'm waiting on the oxygen. But I didn't expect oxygen to be you. So I don't know. Okay. It does. It's also a little self-congratulatory, right? Like you are the oxygen. It's like I want, like so now I'm like you kind of have. I have my sort of skepticism brow cocked, where I'm kind of like really you, your mom and your aunt, you're the negotiator. You, the youngin. Okay, so like I need now that's a high bar, you know, because family disagreements they run deep. They can be pretty painful. They can be pretty intense. So I'm just curious. Hydrogen bonding, decreased density, Ramallah stones. That's a high bar, you know, because family disagreements they run deep. They can be pretty painful. They can be pretty intense. So I'm just curious. Hydrogen bonding, decreased density, Ramallah stones, family, miracle, science. It's kind of funny. Okay, funny sort of like. I
don't think I need the Q&A. Yeah. So I want to have a pretty good density of timestamps where people would actually want to click on the timestamps. That's the whole purpose.
Oh, that way. Now, Adarsh is on the call here with me. We were speaking for a little bit. We were talking about like how he wants to proceed with the diagnostic. I have not yet read the essay whatsoever. I've also not read his answers to my usual pre-diagnostic reflection questions. So I actually don't know his thoughts on his own essay, and I do not know what the essay is even attempting to do. So, let's go. Parallel versus 105. That's actually kind of quirkily interesting. Science. It's kind of funny. Okay. Okay. I'm not saying this is bad. I'm not saying this is
First paragraph. Real, but also cringe. Real, but also cringe. Paragraph 1. Is there a thing for the paragraph symbol? Is there no paragraph symbol? I'm looking for a paragraph symbol right now. Victor, what's up? Vicky, sorry, I totally misread that. Jesus, just completely misgendered you. Unless you have a interesting relationship with gender. But anyway, going back to you, Vicky, what's up? And I'm really happy that I could help you with your SAT. Although, I guess I didn't really help you with your self-identity so much. 33 to 37. 33 to 37 out of 40. I'm kind of, just to be, 40 as in scaled. Okay, yeah. Scale, that's a big jump. That's like a plus in terms of like pure errors or correct answers, that's like a +6 or so, right? That's a big jump. So congratulations, that's all on you. You're the one who did the research and who did the studying, who did the learning, so that's all on you. I'm just glad to be able to help. If I could ask one question though, just out of my own personal curiosity, my SAT videos are very. Actually, there are a couple, I think, streamers that. I'm really the only streamer though, like the real, like true streamer. Everyone else is sort of like published videos, but there are some other streamers for like math. I'm just wondering, like, my format isn't really the easiest format to watch. I'm curious what exactly you thought was the most helpful part for you. I think if you could share that would actually be helpful to me, but also to potentially other viewers as well. So if you have the extra time to like let me know what that is, I'd be much appreciative. Now I'm just going to continue doing my timestamps for this one video.
I'm not saying this is good. I'm just unsure that this is the best place for this sentence to be. I'm thinking about the sequence of the sentence because I like that the oxygen comes out later, like after the hydrogen, because then that creates a bit of tension, like I'm waiting on the oxygen. It's some brow cock where I'm kind of like, really, your mom and your aunt, you're the negotiator, you, the youngin. Okay, so like I need to, now that's a high bar, because family disagreement can be pretty sensitive. What's the point? By this time, cursor stationary blankly. It's funny, pretty sensitive. Disagreements, they run deep. They can be pretty painful. Family disagreements, they run deep. They can be pretty painful. They can be pretty intense. So I'm just curious. Hydrogen bonding.
850 is when I moved to paragraph 2. 850, paragraph 2. Oh, what I was doing is I was looking for the paragraph symbol. Paragraph symbol. I'm actually it's called a pilcrow? No, I did not know it had a name. Reversed. Why would there be a reverse pilcrow sign? Anyway. Can I use that? Oh my god, the pilcrow is so ugly. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that's the ugliest thing. Oh my god, that's like unreadable. You cannot even read that. I guess that's better, but dude, I just want to use a proper symbol. But this Google, it's broken. Okay. So Vicky, thanks for just answering that. By the way, you didn't have to, but you did. It's more of the like the sort of like the intellectual emotional engagement. Yeah, no, that is also something I try to teach in my classes because it's not intuitive and it's not something you can actually teach. But it's there are some people who really respond to that, and there's some people who don't respond to that at all. And maybe it's just the way I'm teaching it, but yeah, I definitely think the better you are as a reader, one of the things that happens counterintuitively is you actually slow down in your reading. Like if you are lightning fast if you're reading, if you're lightning fast when you're reading, it's actually more likely that you didn't understand anything, that your IQ is actually lower. Like you don't understand this content whatsoever. Like the faster you're not a good reader just because you read something fast. That said, having really strong grammatical parsing abilities does help you chop through really dense text faster, okay? So it's a complicated relationship. But overall, being a better reader makes you slower. And one of the reasons why it makes you slower is because you're actually engaging and you're reacting. And so it's a lot of, yeah, it actually counterintuitively slows you down. And yeah, I'm really glad. Oh, that is also interesting. Yeah, seeing people struggle is also one of the best. Seeing people who are highly skilled at things and watching them struggle and learning how they actually deal under pressure, I think that is also very, very valuable. Like, everybody knows what a perfect squat looks like. Not everybody, but everybody knows what a perfect squat looks like. But what do people do? What do like athletes do when they're gonna collapse, right? And at that moment of failure, what do? They brace, right? They fucking suck in all that air into their gut, and they just like find that power from something. But there's a physical sequence. There's something they do when they're about to collapse, and that's the thing that you really want to watch for yourself as well. Also, like snowboarding or like motorcycles. Again, if you're what do people do? What do experts do? What do people who are highly trained at something do? The moment they're about to like crash or whatever, right? If you observe those things, you can learn a lot about how to get better. So that's also, you're making really interesting points that have not been made on YouTube for me. Like no one's ever said these two things on YouTube for me. So thank you for sharing that. It's really encouraging to hear that actually. Thank you. You also seem like you'd be really smart. Like the fact that you even went and like kind of looked for those kinds of moments, that's really, that I feel like you're automatically, I think you're probably naturally a very fast learner. So if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. But my gut feeling says, you're already naturally a good learner. Not in math. What does SM mean? So much. Oh, dude, you kids. Okay, SM. Like SM Entertainment. Not in math. Yeah. Well, you know what? I think the key skills are still the same. Although math is interesting because a lot of the skills in math, you might find it interesting to actually watch a math streamer, because it might turn out that the step by step of how to learn math is actually not that different. But obviously if you're just not interested, then it's hard to watch someone stream math. Like it's hard to watch anyone stream anything. I'm pretty sure for 99.9% of this human population, my streams are probably like god awful boring. Like who would watch somebody take a test? You know what I mean? It's only like weirdos like you that would actually watch that stuff. All right, going back to this paragraph now. What was I saying about this? Oh,
on the increased density of Rama stones, family, miracle, science. It's kind of funny. Okay, funny, sort of like funny, like it's funny disappointment, right? It's kind of underwhelming. By this time, cursor, stationary, blankly, physics. It's also like kind of with a 4 for error. I do like this because maybe it's like a reference to because poorly curated internet experiences, poorly managed internet environments. With SEO and Google and everything, everything's being hyper optimized. You don't really run into that anymore unless you're not using Google as your primary search engine, and you're using like a local search engine. And I don't know. So if you include like the name of a thing that's not a Google search, I don't know. I'm just thinking about it because I know how buggy sometimes the Korean web experience can be. So I'm just thinking about that. But anyway, I'm gonna move on. I don't want to delve on that too much. Check and mate situation. Is check and mate a separate phrase? Let me just double check this. Is this a separate phrase? It is a separate phrase. Okay. Okay. Here we go. That's actually kind of quirkily interesting. But I wonder why this isn't the same essay, I wonder why, because I feel disconnected a little from this. Like this is actually a wild shift into scientific inquiry. It's just like this wild connection that's not connected to this. So this can either be crazy successful because the shifts just get louder and louder, or it's just going to veer off track and we have no idea what we're talking about. All right, let's keep going.
Okay, now I'm going to move to paragraph 3. This is 11:15. 11:15, that's my next timestamp. Paragraph 3, here we go.
So we're kind of doing like a quasi-poetic meditation on water itself. So then I actually think I wonder if it actually would improve without the bond angle at the beginning. Because I was so primed to think about the bond angle. And this is like so many metaphors happening at once. But like, okay, I'm gonna just keep going because you have this interesting. Let's just use the word vessel, pun intended. You have an interesting vessel for your ideas, which is the different chemical properties, the physical properties of water. I'll make a decision on what I think about whether it's too much or not too much. We'll see. I'm just a little hesitant at the moment.
Oh, it's not even really about
After.
paragraph 3 yet. It's more, that was actually more about paragraph 1220. Structure, overall structure. Under typical, you're trying to pretend that you're not a weirdo for watching my streams, but I don't think you're not going to succeed on that one. You definitely are a weirdo for watching my streams, but but I also am a weirdo. Just to be clear, we're on the same side here, and I guess if I can make one comment about. This comment could take way too long because it could become a rant. So I want to contain it and prevent it from being a rant. But I think when I was in high school, I really would have watched this stream. You know what I mean? Like, because the way I learned, ever since I was young, I mostly distrusted the advice people gave. Because I would, like, monkey see, monkey do is supposed to be a negative comment on humanity. You know, people just follow what they see, right? But I think that actually monkey see, monkey do is really the correct way of learning. Not monkey listen, monkey think, monkey do. I don't think that's the correct way of learning because monkey listen depends on the teacher talking, the teacher monkey talking. And teacher monkeys, when they talk, they explain things in like simplified ways that don't really apply in all situations. You know, I can't think of an example right now. Okay, I'll give you a quick grammar example. Like, they'll say things like, don't start sentences with the word but. But go and read fucking literature. Like, writers start sentences with the word but all the time. It's just that teachers don't really know, like, they're so used to teaching that lesson in the same way because what they're trying to do is they're trying to fix the problem of students not combining sentences. And they need to learn to use the fanboys to combine sentences. But the way they simplify the lesson is don't start sentences with but. But that's wrong. You are allowed to start sentences with coordinating conjunctions. You're allowed to start sentences with for. You're allowed to start sentences with and. You're allowed to start sentences with but. And if you just read Ernest Hemingway, if you read like any writer who writes short sentences every once in a while, you will see buts. And it's fine. You will write not just in fiction, not just in poetry, also in nonfiction essays, in journalism, you will see buts. I don't know about journalism. Actually, you probably will see it in journalism. It's not something I've actually double checked on my own. It's just monkey think, monkey listen, monkey think, monkey. It's not that efficient when the teachers themselves are oversimplifying things. But if the teacher is really good at writing, then monkey see, monkey do. Just copy the teacher. Just copy the teacher, and you learn so much more. Because these teachers might say, don't start sentences with but they may actually be contradicting their own instructions. They may actually start sentences with but. They might, if they're good writers. Because you're allowed to do that and stuff like that. So it's just, I've always had a pretty high distrust of people's words and their advice. I much prefer just seeing what works and then analyzing it on my own. Like Saul might say, read the passage first, but maybe he doesn't, right? If you watch him, you can actually confirm if that's actually how he does it. You know what I mean? So yeah, I always had very high distrust of people's advice, and I think that's a better way to learn, honestly. Yeah, like short sentences, you know? Like, what if you have like 6 super long sentences and then you have a 4-word sentence? Period. But I was wrong. Oh my God, so impactful. You know what I mean? It's like, in my, through my experience, I learned that that in life and in love and life and I don't know and work, you have to do this and this and that and this and this and that and blah 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 blah. But I was wrong. End paragraph. Next paragraph. Right now you have something. Now you can actually hook people in with that but, with that bubble butt. But like you. But then if you're just like overly beholden to like the advice of people, you'll never write that sentence and you'll miss that opportunity. So yeah.
Well, in what kinds of like like plays, what kinds of drama, like what kinds of like, is it for plays? I assume? Is it Western? Is it Indian style? I'm assuming. Look at this. Is it traditional? Is it modern? Traditional dance and even audition. Just transition going more from being in the comfort zone. LinkedIn network calls, talk about fears. That's actually a little frenetic, because you're hinging on this idea of avoiding the comfort zone, and then now you're taking that as your license to just like go crazy with this. Okay, you know what I feel? I feel you're abounding in ideas, and that's good. That's much better than the opposite problem of being dry. Just to continue with that pun. I'm gonna move on for now. Oh, universe is still solvent. So we're kind of doing like a quasi-poetic meditation on water itself. So then I actually think. I wonder if it actually would improve without the bond angle at the beginning. Because I was so primed to think about the bond angle. And this is like so many metaphors happening at once. But like, okay, I'm going to keep going because you have this interesting, let's just use the word vessel, pun intended. You have an interesting vessel for your ideas, which is the different chemical properties, the physical properties of water. I don't get it. Okay. So if you stick that there, it might make it less difficult. I'm going to move on for now.
1340. 1340 is when I move on to paragraph 4. Yeah, I'm in Vietnam, so it's definitely morning. I'm assuming you're in the East Coast or somewhere in America, so good evening, and see you around.
Oh, universe still solvent?
1340, 1340.
Oh, you became a meme after school. Oh, maybe the all-boys school detail, this detail might be better over here, because that kind of explains why. So, okay. So if you stick that there, it might make it less difficult to digest in the moment. Like I can figure out why they're giving you those roles. That's actually kind of... Oh, they were bullying you. They were actually
Only water, what's up?
But I wonder what the... Like, this metaphor doesn't make sense to me. This metaphor doesn't make sense. Yeah, I'm a little puzzled here. I'm just getting puzzled. Because I was like, if you say universal solvent for the female roles, for some reason, like, I was expecting like a pivot to like feminism. That's what I was expecting. Like, just like wording itself made it seem like you were going to dissolve female roles, which, what? Like, I don't get it. So I'm confused by that part. But like, I like this story. I like this little story packed into 4 lines. I have no conception of, I guess actually, you know what, I think any good admissions officer would immediately just know reduced. Right. So then they would just do that quick search and then they would have a reaction. Okay, cool. You made joint bucks off stationary. Cool. And this is profit. If you really mean profit, because a lot of people who don't know business, when they mean profit, they actually don't mean profit in revenue. If you mean profit, you might want to say the word net or something to actually clarify, the terminology. So okay. Net, right? So something like that, okay? Just profit can be misused and abused. Wait, your mother actually mentions your mother calls you the mother, what? Like what? This is not just a metaphor that you have in your own head, this is a metaphor that you actually talked about. What actually mentions your, wait, your mother.
1620 is when I address the conclusion. Conclusion. Hang on. So 445. Yeah, yeah. I'm at 2.5 speed actually.
Restarting time. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Parallel versus 105. Parallel. I wonder what the. It's a hard metaphor for me personally. Like. Because this is 2 different things. You can be parallel. You can also be. You can have a deep connection. There's 2 metaphors going on simultaneously, so it's already a little overwhelming for me. We'll see what happens though. 2 hydrogen, 1 oxygen.
Intro and paragraph 1. And body 1. Body 2. Body 3. And body 4. All right. Let me think over here. All right. Yeah. Yeah, this is going to be not a very easy stream to watch, guys, because I'm just working. And the reason I'm streaming myself working is because if I don't stream myself working, then I'm just going to end up on you like watch. I don't know. I'm just gonna be procrastinating the whole time. So I'm forcing myself to work. Productivity hack, guys. Just stream yourself working. Body 1, body 2.
Okay, we're going to extend a metaphor.
Wait, so 1620 is where I move into a conclusion, apparently, right? So 1620, let's go over there.
Actually mentions your mother calls you the mother. What? Like what? This is not just a metaphor that you have in your own head. This is a metaphor that you actually talked about with you and your mother before. So I'm actually a little distracted by this, which means if your mother did call you a camel before, I actually suspect that the bond. I like the word. I like. Dude, your writing is so hard for me to diagnose because there's problems, but the problems for me are inextricably like connected to why this essay is charming. So it's like
that's one of the reasons like a lot of reviewers give it. They're not able to edit the essay because once you cut out or add anything, the essay actually breaks down. Like
it's.
Okay, that's actually a really good sentence to start with.
Essay is charming. They are inextricably like problems, but the problems to diagnose because I like the word. I actually suspect.
Hang on, 1340. What do I start saying in 1340? I gotta double check this.
That one. I'm gonna move on for now. Oh, universe is so solvent. Oh, you became a meme after school. Oh, maybe the all boys school detail. This detail might be better over here because that kind of explains why. So, okay. So if you stick that there, it might make it less difficult to digest in the moment. Like I can figure out why they're giving you those roles. That's actually kind of. Oh, they were bullying you. They were actually bullying you. But I wonder what the this metaphor doesn't make sense to me. This metaphor doesn't make sense. Yeah, I'm a little puzzled here. I'm just getting puzzled. Because I was like, if you say universal solvent for the female roles, for some reason, like I was expecting like a pivot to like feminism. That's what I was expecting. Like just like the wording itself made it seem like you're gonna dissolve female roles. Which what? Like, I don't get it. So I'm confused by that part. But like I like this story. I like this little story packed into 4 lines. I have no conception. I mean, I guess I think any good admissions officer would immediately just know reduced. Right. So then they would just do that quick search and then they would have a reaction. Okay, cool. You made your inbox off stationary. Cool. And this is profit. If you really mean profit, because a lot of people who don't know business, when they mean profit, they actually don't mean profit, they mean revenue. If you know the terminology. So net, right? So something like that. Okay. Just profit can be misused and abused. Wait, your mother actually mentions your mother calls you the mother. What? Like what? This is not just a metaphor that you have in your own head. This is a metaphor that you've actually talked about with you and your mother before. So I'm actually a little distracted by this, which means if your mother did call you a camel before, I actually suspect that the bond. I like the word. I like. Dude, your writing is so hard for me to diagnose because there's problems. But the problems for me are because I actually suspect that the bond. I like the word. I like. Dude, your writing is so hard for me to diagnose because there's problems. But the problems for me are inextricably like connected to why this essay is charming. So it's like
that's one of the reasons like a lot of reviewers give it. They're not able to edit the essay because once you cut out or add anything, the essay actually breaks down. Like
it's very charming. It's very charming, and nothing has to be. In fact, if we make an overly perfect narrative and overly, if you don't have, I think if we take out all the rough edges, then actually the soul of this essay is going to get sucked out. I don't think it's it's not a good way to move forward. But then the thing is that this is not something I can give you an easy diagnostic for because what this comes down to is actually at the sentence by sentence level. This is like a real writer's task. Like, how can I still keep it crazy? How can I still keep it like abounding in energy and ideas, sort of zany? Honestly, you're kind of like funny and a little ironic even about sort of suffering in your life and in your family's life. And you're sort of like you're kind of and you're a little frenetic. Maybe in real life you're also a little spastic. I don't know, but like we get all that. So how do we keep that but still make it like better than today, right? Like how do we make it better? Because it can always be better. The writer's task is really done. But unlike with other essays where
Who's the Indian guy? Yeah, Adarsh is a student who volunteered. He's a paying student who volunteered to have his Common App essay or my reaction to his Common App essay shared on YouTube.
days where I would, it'd be easy to just sort of restructure the narrative to be like, hey, just put these paragraphs in this order, and now everything will make sense. For you, you already have things that make sense. So it's really just sentence by sentence. Do I keep this or do I cut this? And if I keep this, do I keep it exactly as it is, or do I tweak it? And then if I tweak it this way, then what are the effects that are going to run down or on the next paragraph, or the bottom of this paragraph, and the next paragraph? Like how do these? Because writing a piece of writing is like an ecosystem. Everything there are trophy cascades really, where something like bounces off other things, and things are dependent on each other. So you need to be able to kind of see the connections there, and then make those sacrifices intentionally. It's not the easiest thing to do in the world. But let's start with the first question. Okay, the first question for you was do I understand it? I definitely understand it. Okay, I understand it. There, and then make those sacrifices intentionally. It's not the easiest thing to do.
Okay, 1930 is when I switch over to summary or something. I don't know what this is.
But let's start with the first question. Okay, the first question for you was do I understand it? I definitely understand it. Okay, I understand it. Some metaphors a little bit of stretch. Some metaphor, that one metaphor, you being oxygen for your two parents, not your two parents, your two adult family members. I was like a little sketchy, like, a little cringe, a little like you. It was you. Okay, your self-congratulation, a little cringe. But some of the metaphors to me, they were a little like imperfect. But overall, for the rest of everything is like we're not focusing on the one metaphor. We're talking about different properties, and we're using this as sort of a template to bounce off of different ideas that kind of unite you, even though these ideas are not united whatsoever. That's totally, I can totally get that. And I like it's a creative approach to the essay. So I think it will stand out. So, and I'll go back towards my general diagnostic of like, do you sound minimally educated? Like, grammar conventions, you have word choices that sound like you actually read things, you actually studied at school. Oh yeah, you passed that part. Number two, are you believable? Do I believe that, you didn't pay somebody to just write this thing for you? That you're not some kid that kind of, kind of fuck around in school and then just suddenly, like your parents' moralistic lessons were all just sort of like, you just sort of parroting them on the page. This is not actually what you believe. Like, do you pass the bar of believability? I think you do. I think you are believable. Last thing, are you memorable? Do you leave an impression of somebody that like maybe like, like I'm a busy college admissions officer. I read like, I'm reading like multiple essays by like 5 essays in one afternoon. And I'm just like, well, I still remember you by the end of the afternoon. I think I would. So I think you pass all three of those bars. At this point, you're in a very good position. That means, I think at this point, again, I'm not an admissions, I'm not a specialist in admissions. I do want everyone to know this, but like, even though I'm not a specialist in admissions, when I read this, I feel the energy, and I think that's very, very successful. And now it's just a matter of tweaking for little wins of clarity, little wins of like pathos, little wins of like irony, little wins of like, just like tweaking to make it a little better, a little bit more perfect, a little more imperfectly perfect. Just like a little bit more of that raw energy that you're bringing, like, just like expressing more of that. That's my oral diagnostic. This is me without me even hearing what you're aiming to do with it. Let me just hear your response to everything I said so far.
Yeah. So I love
22.
Oral diagnostic. This is me without me even hearing what you're aiming to do with it. Let me just hear your response to everything I said so far.
Yeah.
What you're aiming to do with it. Let me just hear your response to everything I said so far.
Yeah. So I love to review like the responses, and I kind of wanted the same response. Like when I was writing, I was having the same responses in mind. That's what I wanted to resume. But I have one doubt. Do you think it's nerdy, too nerdy? Because I'm talking about bond angles and I'm talking about all those things. But and addition officers are usually not a science background. So do you think they'll be able to grasp the core of it even without that?
Yes. Look, there's like a way of thinking about this. Adarsh, you do not want to go to a university where the admissions officers, where they don't hire admissions officers who know how to read at this level. Like, do not go to that university. Like you should set the level of intelligence, the bare minimum bar for your universities as well. So if they can't read this and understand this, they fail your test. It's not the other way around. Okay, it's not you failing their test, but you failing to dumb down enough. That's not the right way of thinking about this. Okay, like they have like the people at these universities, or many of them are younger than me, and many of them are more fresh, or like somewhere in their early 20s to like late 20s. And they're like you. They went to Grinnell, right? Or they went to the school you're talking about, right? They actually graduated from that school, and they ended up in this as a job because they just like it, right? Like they're bright, educated people. They're going to even if they don't know. Like I didn't know the conversion of the Ruby. I have no idea how to scale that. Yeah, but everyone knows how to do a quick Google search. So you don't have to worry about those things. And if you were applying to a school where you got rejected, quote unquote, because they don't understand this, I would say you actually didn't. You actually kind of like narrowly escaped a very bad situation. Good job. That's good that you didn't get to that school. So don't worry so much about that.
And which part of the whole essay do you think was most boring?
What's the worst, most poignant you said?
Most boring.
22.
Hearing what you're aiming to do with it. Let me just hear your response to everything I said so far.
Yeah. So I love to review like the responses, and I kind of wanted the same response. Like when I was writing, I was having the same responses in mind. That's what I wanted to resume. But I have one doubt. Do you think it's nerdy, too nerdy? Because I'm talking about bond angles and I'm talking about all those things. But and addition officers are usually not a science background. So do you think they'll be able to grasp the
Adarsh is asking, is it bad to be nerdy? Too nerdy? You can't believe you're. I mean, the reason is because this stream is this office hours stream is just me working. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be more boring because I'm not doing anything that is naturally interesting, right? Although it does look like there is someone else joining now. So welcome to the stream. Right now, guys, this stream is not intended to be entertaining. Other than, I mean, you guys can help make this entertaining by chatting with me and provoking reactions from me. But basically, I'm gonna be working. So, and the reason that I'm streaming myself working is because I cannot focus right now. So I'm hoping to avoid procrastination. I'm hoping to defeat procrastination by streaming myself. Life hack, by the way, stream yourself working.
Because they don't understand this, I would say you actually didn't. You actually don't. Okay. Oh, point. We're actually almost we're at the level of like sentences. Like for example, jeez, even this, like I'm thinking of this being kind of slow, but even then, actually, I like the sort of broad, understated sort of vagueness of it. Also, maybe this like, we're really just kind of we're.
Hang on, let me just find.
most boring?
Most boring. Okay.
What's the most boring?
And which part of the whole essay do you think was most boring?
What's the worst, most poignant?
Which part of the whole essay do you
Okay, 2450 is when I do. Right now I'm doing timestamps, by the way, if you're curious what the heck this is. Timestamps so that people can jump around in the video more smoothly. Adarsh is asking, which part is most boring?
essay do you think was most boring?
What's the worst, most poignant you said? Actually, I can't answer that first. Let me just. Oh, dude, we're now we're really just kind of we're dealing with peanuts at this point. We're actually almost we're at the level of like sentences. Like for example, geez, even this I'm thinking I'm thinking of this being kind of slow, but even then actually I like the sort of broad, understated sort of vagueness of it. Also, maybe this part feels a little sluggish in the sense that we're gesturing towards a lesson, and this is actually your literal first paragraph. So, not literal, actually, not literally your first paragraph, it's literally your second paragraph. But anyway, like how this lesson's vague, but it doesn't get the oomph of the first paragraph, of the first main body paragraph. Like that we're looking at is kind of like a little bit deflating. It's just that sort of it's broad in general. Actually, I wouldn't keep going to this idea because it's so broad.
Actually, I wanted to make the whole essay either about my theater or about my post essay, but I thought like they're pretty bored of reading the whole sad stories. I want to mix stories in between, so it kind of seems interesting like that.
Yeah, I think it's success. You're definitely succeeding in the sort of like staying interesting. I wouldn't say that that's the main problem. Like for you, again, my diagnostic is not very exact because the thing is now we're talking about real like minor, at micro level, like actual editing decisions. Okay, like here, I only have one broad idea that I can pass by you, but before I do that, like there's only one broad issue that I see. Everything else is pretty much just like move by move by move. Are you making the best move at this? Are you making the best move possible at this level, at this step? I mean, right? So at this sentence, is this the best possible sentence? Right? It is pretty much at the micro level because you've clearly thought about this quite a bit. So where you're in the luxury of being able to think about this. But the one broad thing I would talk about is the framing of the introduction and conclusion to make it a little less surprising that we're going to think this. But the one broad thing I would talk about is the luxury of being able to think about this.
2745 is when I start talking about the broad problem. Most important problem. Framing.
But the one broad.
Oh, you're still watching. So that's my Calendly is very outdated because I stopped paying for it. So it's literally just to check my availability. You can do 2 half-hour appointments. You can do. I'm assuming you're not. Yeah, 2 half-hour appointments, and just because this is kind of like a personal discussion, I would recommend chatting with me through DMs. So if you if you want me to do a reaction or not a reaction, if you want me to give you a diagnostic of your essays or to give you feedback on your essays, then you can join. Well, you've already joined the server, sorry, so that's just redundant. But you can send me a DM and I'll get back to you sometime today. But you might be pressed on time. So yeah, you can go ahead and just immediately suggest the times that you want in the DMs.
Broad thing I would talk about is the framing of the introduction and conclusion to make it a little less surprising that we're gonna keep sort of like breaking off from the initial image and we're gonna like kind of explore multiple like a sort of like a multi-fractal sort of view of yourself. Like over here, I'm not set up well enough for it, so I kind of stumble here. I'm like, what the heck's happening? Like and then I realize finally by the middle of this where my eyes are just sort of jumping around, like we're really just gonna go all over the place here now, right? And it's not good for your reader to understand that all the way back here. I think it is better to just set them up a little bit so that they know what's happening. So we talk about the framing. Once the framing is there, actually I would strongly recommend you actually kind of test pilot the new version on some other people and see what happens when they don't know the framing and see if they catch the framing right away. See if they understand the framing. Because it is a little crazy. It's like it's not easy for most people to just, especially probably for peers who haven't done a lot of essay reading, like they're not gonna necessarily catch on to it very easily. So a little bit more padding there might help. And I would say honestly, this could be the first paragraph. You could even literally just switch the conclusion and the introduction. That could be clear. Like seriously. Now I think if you literally just switch it, I still think there'll be a little bit of vagueness. But my gut feeling says, "With such resemblance to water, my mother is certain that I was a camel woman." So like this thing, if you could like set up a natural dialogue between your mother and then your mom says you're a camel, and then it says, but I don't really like camel. I prefer water, just water itself, water in all its glory, and then just end it at that. And then when we say water in all its glory or water in all its wateriness, and like just like kind of set up the fact that you're going to touch on different aspects of water, right? You sort of open it up. If you say Aquaman, that actually narrows it down to a particular image, which makes it's punchy, it makes it interesting, but then it also doesn't really set up the rest of the paragraphs. So if we can have an equally punchy, but something that hints at like the different characteristics of water, just say something like that, then we're going to open and receptive to that. Then when I see this transition here. No, when I see this transition here, I won't get so lost. Like, do you remember this? Me being like, huh?
Yeah.
Science all of a sudden? Like, that took me a while to get out of that hole. I was like, what is going on, right?
And this is curious, like, how do I connect these 2 paragraphs? Like, one is these are totally different. So how do I make the transition smooth? Like, it's pretty hard. Right?
Yeah, let's look at this. I mean, along with, and I'm just going to try to write something really quick that makes some sense to me because I'm not a chemistry expert. So apart from its structure, its composition, right, this transition to this, but then it's just this insane transition. Again, I don't want to edit this to make it so perfect that it's boring. But like, apart from its composition, water.
So one more thing while you are editing this, like, I'm pretty sure that admission officers won't be.
Man, this is such a good essay. It reminds me of back when I was teaching in one of the most prestigious high schools in Korea. I got that gig basically by luck and by being charming. It was like the most ridiculous job offer I've ever received. No, it's not the most ridiculous. That was the second most ridiculous job offer I've ever received in my life. But it does remind me of some of the really, really, really bright and ambitious kids the kids that I've seen get to Harvard and like the really top level schools, they take a lot of not bets. They gamble their whole essay on like pretty risky writing ideas. You know, they're very the ones that I've seen. Okay, I mean, I'm not gonna say I can speak for hundreds of Harvard applicants. Sorry, like Harvard admittees or whatever you call them. But like the 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 less than dozen, but not that much less than dozen kids that I've seen get into like top 10 schools. Actually, top 10 schools I've probably seen several dozens. Never mind. I was just thinking about Harvard. But the couple dozen kids I've seen get into top 10 schools, you know, a lot of times they take pretty big risks with their essays, you know. And right here, this essay by Adarsh, he takes the risk of being unhinged. You know, he's just like writing about too many different ideas. You know, and I feel so much raw energy from it that even though it might not be perfect writing, as a person, you know, because admissions officers are not just judging your writing ability. You know, it's not an academic exercise. It's more about learning about you. As a person, the connection feels more real. So, yeah, I'm just taking a moment to admire this sort of bravery by this student.
We won't be knowing about Ramayana or Lord Ram. Did you know about these two things? And if you didn't, were you able to guess like something related to religion and how I'm connected to that?
Actually, I should probably tag this so that I can like clip it for later. Wait, I've never used this little thing before, but hang on. Can I just like, wait, I can make it literally in the middle of my stream? Well, that's not a very useful tool, because then this would disrupt my own stream. Also, is my audio not working? What the hell? Huh. Why is the Google Chrome audio not coming through? There's some bug here. Anyway, I'm just gonna put a bookmark here and come back to this later. Am I an NFL fan? Not really. Not really. I don't really watch a lot of sports, actually, generally speaking. I like my approach to my sort of relationship with sports is very much individual. Like, I mean, if we can get into like the long biographical story, but just skip all that and focus on today. I enjoy doing squats and deadlifts. I enjoy doing bench presses and, you know, lat pull downs. I enjoy these things, but it's like and I enjoy running and I enjoy snowboarding and snowboarding and surfing, you know. But it's definitely like an individual thing. Like, it's like me and my body and nature and metal, you know, that's all it is. Beyond that, it's more of a YouTube driven sort of like, what's the flavor of the month, right? Like, maybe this month I'm gonna be watching hella YouTube about Call of Duty, but maybe next month I'll be watching, I don't know, like, Argentine soccer and Maradona, you know, from like the 80s or something. And then the next month I'll be suddenly watching violinists do critique of K-pop or whatever. You know, it's just like, it's just the flavor of the month. And sometimes NBA, NFL will pop up as the flavor of the month, but it'll be just for that 1 month only. So I'm not really a sports watching guy. I'm more of a YouTube watching rando. All right, I guess I should continue here.
Okay, but about Ramayana or Lord Ram.
Water.
So one more thing while you are editing this, like,
Yeah, go
I'm pretty sure that admission officers won't be knowing about Ramayana or Lord Ram. So one more thing while you are editing this, like,
3215 is where we have Adarsh asking about. Should I write Q? Q. Yeah, I'll write Q. Q.
there's like
Yeah, go
I'm
ahead.
pretty sure that admission officers won't be knowing about Ramayana or Lord Rama. Did you know about these two things? And if you didn't, what do you would guess that something related to religion and how I'm connecting to science?
Okay, when you say this, I have no idea what you're looking at because your screen is blank. So can you highlight the part you're talking about on the page?
I'm saying like this particular part where I say Lord Rama. And when I say this application of Ramayana, these two are the religious texts.
Yeah.
So admission officers won't be knowing about it. So do you think that we would get the sense what I'm trying to convey?
Well, so that's not guaranteed that they won't know about it. I knew about it, for example. So I didn't know specifically the story of Lord Rama, but I did know that the Ramayana is a religious epic in Sanskrit. So it's not guaranteed they won't know about it. It's not likely that they will know about it in much detail, but the thing is over here, grammatically, stones floating, miracle, religious, all these words are coming out at once. So no, there's no doubt about it. I completely understand what this is.
How to deal with reference allusions. Is it okay to make religious allusions? All right, that's my summary of that section.
So it's not, yeah, it's, you're good there, you're good there. Trust so much about that. Any other parts like that? I could just kind of, it seems like you need to do a lot of alleviating of some like anxiety there. So any other parts where you're like, man, I don't know if people understand.
No, I think that's why I think it should be good.
Yeah, I would say the two critical things you need to work on is the introduction. I mean, the conclusion I was only mentioning because it could be reused as the introduction, okay? But really it's this introduction, this parallel and deep. Like, it's like hard to visualize. I have no idea what a parallel and deep connection is. That is simultaneously an angle, right? It's like extremely confusing to visualize. But then like way deep, but the deep metaphor doesn't really get at the, it makes you sound like you're a separate thing that's like alongside the water. It also doesn't help. Like I want you to be the water, right? Because that's what you are for the rest of the essay. So this really is extremely confusing for the rest of the essay. It doesn't really help the essay. It actually harms it. It makes it harder for me to get myself through this. And then once you figure, it's really just this part. And then this part, these two together are going to really be, they have to work together to help the reader like catch on to what happens, unless you're comfortable giving the reader the same experience you gave me, okay? The experience you gave me was a moment of bewilderment. I was like, the hell is going on, right? If you are okay giving a moment of bewilderment to your reader, then you better know you're taking that gamble. Two critical things you need to work on is the introduction. It's not likely that they will know about it in much detail, but there's no doubt about it. I completely understand what this is. So it's not, yeah, it's, you're good there, you're good there. Trust the reader, okay, give them credit. So don't worry so much about that. Any other parts like that? I could just kind of, it seems like you need to do a lot of alleviating of some like anxiety there. So any other parts where you're like, man, I don't know if people understand.
No, I think that's why I think it should be good.
Yeah, I would say that
34 is when I move on to. 34 is two critical issues. Okay. Everyone loves the NFL. You sound like you're not American. No, I mean, you sound like you're not American because, like, yes, NFL is kind of like a national religion, but it's not like 100% of people, right? It's like more prominent in the South, sure, but it's not like there are people who are not sports people. America's a really large country with people with very diverse interests and varying interests. Pretty sure there's some people who hate the NFL, plenty of people who hate the NFL. So
let's say the two critical things you work on is the.
it seems like if that's your image of Americans, I think that's a pretty typical image of Americans, but now that's the tell that you are not actually American. You know what I mean? Like there are Americans that watch association football, like football, right? Football and the Premier League and League of Legends and F1 and Japanese baseball. You know what I mean? You know, there's Americans like that too, and those guys aren't necessarily watching the NFL.
Introduction. I mean, the conclusion I was only mentioning because it could be reused as the introduction, okay? But really, it's this introduction, this parallel and deep. Like it's like hard to visualize. I have no idea what a.
You're American though. Jeez. Well, when you assume, you make an ass out of you and me.
Parallel and deep connection is simultaneously an angle, right? It's like extremely confusing to visualize.
Wait, are you from the South though? Okay, no. Okay, you're just exaggerating. Okay, well, it's all good. I'm missing the tone. I'm missing the tone here. We're let's blame the tone. Let's blame the internet.
But then like way deep. But
hang on. Am I? Oh, I jumped back. No, I didn't jump. I did jump back a little bit.
It makes you sound like you're a separate
Let me get this timestamp down.
That also doesn't help. Like I want you really, it's extremely for me to get myself through this. And then once you figure, it's really just this part, and then this part. These two together are the reader being the reader moment of bewilderment. A bewilderment to your reader, then necessary to give that moment. Good metaphors. You've thought of what different metaphors that actually work better. Okay, something that more captures water, right? Just like all the different facets of water. You know, something like itself, what it is water. And metaphor going, especially at this very close to.
I think I should change this particular second story with the third story, like bring first story up and the second story down to make the transition smooth because it's like first it's drama, then it's science, and again drama. So should I bring drama up and push science back?
Framing the two critical areas.
science and drama, you said? And drama. And
make a transition smooth because it's like what's its drama story of and a story down to make a transition smooth because up and push because it's also. Do you think I was
with the sequence of intellectual, creative, and like kind of like sequencing of it? So I wouldn't say that's necessary. The actual sequencing of the issues is really. I want to start with like as a general rule. You want out of your 4 paragraphs, you want your second best idea. Like you want to have a really strong first impression, but you do want to have you want to think of it. Just if you just nail this transition with the sequencing of it, so I wouldn't say that's necessarily. That's just if you can nail it, I'm okay with the sequencing of it. So I wouldn't say that's.
3730 is when I talk about sequencing. Comment on sequence. Body sequence. Body paragraph sequence.
Kind of cheeky personality. If you just get a problem, start with 4 paragraphs. You do want help more of a banger than what than the first.
the first, yeah.
Cards. It's very small. What the nice thing about the first one is that it does come into a very clear and obvious characteristic of H2O, of water, right? And everyone knows what water is H2O. So it starts us off on an easy image, and it ends a little cheesy. And cheesy and maybe a little cringe. So I would not recommend it to be the last one. I would not make this the last one. But the only problem with this one is that it is a little puzzling that you're dissolving things, and so I don't understand dissolving. So we need to fix that somehow, you know. But like it's interesting. It's interesting that people make fun of you, and if you can make it a little bit more poignant by instead of make like no friends thought it might disturb me. This meme page was actually initially a little like malicious, right? So if you can kind of set up malice a little bit, you know, the people are actually trying to bring you down a little, you know, and be honest about it without this bit, forgetting that it's unconventional view, right? So you are pretty matter of fact about these things over here. Be as matter of fact, yeah, I believe. Yeah, just keep that tone, you know, just I believe it happens, right? But except that I'll make it a little more poignant. It could be a pretty. I think it's a good ending. It's a good one to end on. It's a good one to end on. That is unconventional. Of course, how do you forget that? That's insane. You're not gonna forget. But they did make fun of you. Right? Can actually bring fun of you, and if you can make it a little bit more poignant by saying, "I don't want this," and cheesy and maybe a little cringe. So I would not recommend it to be the last one. I would not make this the last one. But the only problem with
39, 35.
But
39, 30, I guess. 30. Making the final paragraph poignant. Making the ending more poignant. Okay.
and the only problem with this one is that it is a little puzzling that you're dissolving things. And
hey, only water, by the way. I'm just wondering, like, which coast of the, I cannot speak anymore. Which coast or which time zone are you in the States? And are you also a senior? And are you applying to colleges this year, or are you a little younger? You have some time.
Fix that somehow, you know. But like it's interesting. It's interesting that people make fun of you, and if you can make it a little bit more poignant.
Or are you like my age? You just chilling? I guess that's also possible.
By instead of like no friends thought it might disturb me. This meme page was actually initially a little. If you're not gonna be here, I got a point. It could be a pretty. I think it's a good ending. It's a good one to end on. It's a good one to end on. You know. All right. Well, that's my diagnostic.
Yeah.
Dude. Not what I was expecting, really. Not what I was. Dude. Not what. All right. Well, that's end on. You know.
41 is my end conclusion. So let me put this timestamp down real quick. Yeah, if I zoom in, you can kind of see it better, right? All right, well.
All right, well, that's my diagnostic.
Yeah.
Dude, not what I was expecting, really. Not what I was thinking. Any lingering final questions? I will share my opinion on this, my final opinion on this after I deal with any lingering questions.
I think I'm good, and I just have this one more. The one you said in the beginning, like the end study is not clear. I have one more study like which relates to bond angle better. So just let it paste. Yeah, study, and I just have.
Because my chemistry knowledge, dealing with it being parallel for me, not these. Only is occur. Not that equal scientific property of water that you use, whereas you're so maybe we don't need a purple. So you're also water in this. So that's also we keep reading without getting confused and like using metaphor for me. Okay. So can you just I actually I made a lot of comments on a lot of different sections. I do have in my head a priority list. Like I do have a pretty clear sense of what's more high priority, what's low priority. But I want to know how you prioritize and how you organize everything I said so far. Just in your own words, what's your summary of takeaways for this?
I would, from my particular summary, I would say that I need to work on the second para's statement, like a topic statement of the second paragraph the most. I need to make the transition smooth. It's pretty hard right now. And other than that, I think I need to work on these beginning and ending, like both of them. I think they're pretty short as well. Like I could expand on them a little, and I could work on the beginning and the ending part. So those are the two major things.
So can you just I actually I made a lot of comments on a lot of different sections. I do have in my head a priority list. Can you just
4320 is when I start making Adarsh's summary. Oops.
I actually I made a lot of. I do have pretty quick. And how you organize? What's your summary? Being like a long, but like you just sort of like ending on an image and just be like, mic drop. You're just a bound. And I have another class to get to that summary. And your prioritization is, I basically agree with it. Besides that, just go back and pay attention to all the parts where I actually couldn't understand the metaphor, and just decide. Do you want to keep it or do you want to make it a little easier? You want to like maybe just need to tune it a little bit so it connects a little more clearly. And if you just do that kind of tuning work, it'll make. I think that's really the work that's left to you. The big picture is all good. Okay, I understand the big picture, and I feel a lot of energy bouncing off the page. So that's I think a really good start. All right.
Thank you so much.
Cool. Adarsh, thanks for sharing that. And to everyone who's watching, I hope that was helpful. This one a little longer than I expected, so I do have to go. So I won't be able to take any questions, guys. I'll see you in the Discord server if you have questions. Vic style, for example, seems like you have questions, jump into the Discord server and you can see what I've written about the application as over there. All right, peace out, guys.
Okay, so I think those are my timestamps right now. I think those are good timestamps. Let me save that and see how that looks.
All right.
And
Hey, what's up, guys? Today's stream is another common app essay diagnostic. We have Adarsh, who is bravely sharing his presumably very embarrassing writing with the world. And my hope for you guys who are watching is I'm kind of figuring out how this actually
Okay,
goes
so
a series of videos. I hope for you guys.
let me actually zoom in real quick. Let's see. Oh, you're West Coast. That's why. So it's actually like 8 p.m. or so for you. Is 8 p.m. correct? Yeah, 8 p.m. It's 7:58 for you right now. Oh, okay. So you're less pressure. You're also younger. Wait, did you take the SAT, by the way? Like, and if you, I mean, you might have already told me this in the past, but like, you know, it's just hard for me to remember. But did you take the SAT already? And like, or are you gonna wait until the new SAT comes? Oh no, for you, the digital SAT doesn't really come out until too late, I think. Yeah, until it's too late. So you're gonna be the last class to really be focusing on the current SAT. All right. Well, yeah. Let me know about your SAT journey. I guess these are pretty good titles. I think. Yeah, I think these are pretty good titles. And wait, what? That one's a little short, but okay. Those are a little short. I think this is good. Yeah, okay. I'll let that be. So let me just add the, what do you call them?
So can you just, I actually, I made a lot of comments on a lot of different sessions. I do have in my head a priority list. Like I do have a pretty clear sense of what's more high priority, what's low priority. But I want to know how you prioritized and how you organized everything I said so far. Just in your own words, what's your summary of Keiko?
Okay, and now let's edit this. Do I remember your Spanish? No, I do not remember your Spanish. I did not remember this. I guess I should add that to the end over there. End screen. We got timestamps, we got end screen. Now we just need a thumbnail. Whew, that was a lot of work. That took a lot of time. Wait, it's 11? Oh my god. I have to like do stuff. I need a thumbnail, but do I even have like ideas yet? God. I need to like make a thumbnail. Wait. Common app essay. I guess I should go to the sign-in page, first year students. Wow, the Common App color has completely changed. Oh no. I guess I should like make I want to use I guess I kind of want to use this logo. Ah, dude. I guess I can make a really shitty thumbnail, right? Like really quickly. Let me think of the title first. The title should be what was my previous title? Wait, so are you a native Spanish speaker? Está bien. Se necesita práctica. Oh, no. So you're not a native Spanish speaker. All right. What am I looking for right now? I'm looking for Common App. College essay seems passionate, but he bombs the conclusion. Okay, there we go. Common App. College essay is unhinged. Slightly unhinged, but very fun. Okay, I think that works as a title. I'm not gonna guess. Is unhinged. Fun to read. Unhinged college essay is very fun. This unhinged college essay is very fun to read. Another Common App diagnostic. Así que sé mucho. So you know a lot of Spanish. I honestly, my Spanish is la nivel de mi español es ya no es muy alta, sí, y por eso no hablo español. No he hablado español en a decade, un siglo, 100 years. I don't know a decade in Spanish anymore. To a student. Let's see what happens. Viewer. Okay. Okay, I'm going to change the title at least. Unhinged college essay is very fun to read, and I can actually I guess I could just reuse this meme. Your essay. No, I can't reuse this. I'm just going to reuse this right now because I can make another thumbnail later on. But for now, I'm just going to reuse this because fuck it. I don't have the time. So, gonna go. So, from 1 to 1. Okay. And now I'm gonna upload a thumbnail. Let's upload this thumbnail. Panic, or does it kind of work? Point of view. Your Common App essay is chaos. Panic, or does it? This is actually, it's actually kind of funny. Anyway, I'm just laughing to myself. Dude, it's kind of old school, right? I'm not really a meme creator, so I'm sort of like learning at this moment, because this meme has been around for a while, but it's actually a little funny to me. Okay, I hope I can I want to. Yeah, I hope we can get good analytics on this. All right. So right now, YouTube has been showing this essay to this video to a lot of people. So hopefully with the thumbnail, I should be able to get more people to click. Yeah. Please don't drop. It's click. Okay, the click rate is dropping right now. So, all right. Hopefully that works. All right. So that's it for me today. I got to go. I got lots to do. So, Only Water, thanks for sticking around. I need to move on to. I need to do some grocery shopping and stuff, and come back and do more work on the digital SATs. So. Thanks for accompanying me. That was fun. Yo tuve. Wait, I had fun. Fue un tiempo. Buen rato paso. Pasé un rato divertido. Pasé un rato divertido. ¿Sí? ¿No? No recuerdo. Also, I'm speaking like a fucking, I'm not speaking I'm speaking kind of Spanishy, but also not very, like, it's kind of gross. My pronunciation is kind of gross right now with Spanish. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Anyway, peace out, guy. And to everyone else who has the misfortune to stumble upon this stream, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next